Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties, but we fixed it. Now we're here live on YouTube. We'll take your. Alright, we're going to take care of business now.
It's week 17 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Calvin Austin. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Raiders and the Jags under the lights.
We're never playing them in prime time, I tell you that much. In real life, we knew here. Jax is not a great place for football.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they'll manage to contain him after
It looked great in black.
That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come up 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Flying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other.
We're going to pound that ball, okay?
But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Play fake here, Daniels. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They run it with King Henry. Broke through the tackle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Now a run with Henry. Good little whip there. Looks
That was
like
a good pounding, good rounding here.
Tyrann Mathieu. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Going with King Henry here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's a give for Henry. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Henry. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Henry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Trying to work quickly now. Trying to run with Henry. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and goal, Henry. And he's in for the touchdown.
Oh, we need that one. Here you go. Thank you, Derek.
Raiders drive the length of the field and
King
take a
Henry doing his
6-0
thing.
lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the... First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got a man, it's Njoku. Rolling into enemy territory. Then he's in, touchdown.
That was too quick.
The Raiders just
Wow.
need 2 snaps to steal the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Daniels. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Cole Holcomb.
Stretch it out.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Oh.
Henry running to the left. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Raiders first. They run. Here's Henry. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. First down, and they go back to Henry. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. A give to Henry.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. The negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Back to throw, here's Daniels. And all their pressure gets it done. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. That one complete to Njoku. And they bring him down, but there's a flag.
That's a late flag, ref.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Daniels now. That's taken in by Henry. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. And when you say century mark for a pass catcher, you're usually thinking single-game yards, right? Well, he's just reached a different and more prestigious century mark. That was his 100th catch this season. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they won't do it. That falls in. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 47. Catch made by Austin. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Daniels on 1st down. He put everything he had into this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there and just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Looking to his fullback now.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They're working quickly here. Fourth down, here's Daniels. And that one's going to be knocked away. And that... On 1st down, here's Daniels. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, I need that one.
The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. First down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They go play action here. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up third down. Again, Daniels to the air. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Throwing now, off play action. And on fourth down, that one won't.
We're back. I'm not losing like this. Not like this. I'm not losing like this ever. All right, back online. So sorry, guys.
17 of the NFL. And all
now the first carry for King Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Going to go right back to Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Vegas. On the handoff, it's Henry. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Daniels. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him
Come
free.
on.
Throwing now, Daniels. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try and play with some pace early on. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Raiders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, here's Henry. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this one up past the 30. They'll run. It's Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a hand on it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Daniels. That one into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Henry. He'll manage only a couple. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. 2nd down and 8. This is Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. This one complete to Hill. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Still 1st down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he will fight his way to the end zone.
Wait, we need to run.
Henry, touchdown Vegas. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this 1st quarter alone. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had...
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now he'll air one out. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked up. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Damn it, holding, man.
So that'll cost them half the distance. Here's Daniel. This one grabbed by Austin. So that's a good bounce back there. They'll get this back very close to that first down mark.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike. They've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
They'll run it with Henry. They'll look to pick up the pace. They'll run for it with Henry. They'll try to get... Gonna lose a yard. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, hello. On 1st down, Daniels. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On the handoff, running left is Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They're running on 1st down with Henry. He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu from the secondary on the stop. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the 1st half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure.
And he will get into the end zone.
All right, we need that one.
Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. Shaheed in motion. To the air again is Daniels. Shaheed with the catch. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here it is on 4th down.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
To the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Raiders. It is big.
Wow, well run, though.
His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they...
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
There's that man again, another catch.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here first.
Okay, we're going to keep pounding that ball.
They'll go again here with Henry. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss.
Okay.
Second down. They'll throw with Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Vegas. That touchdown number 30 on the year, one shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish the...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. On play action, Daniels. Blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Down late, trying to get to the line quickly. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Comeback route, and he's got it.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his...
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I'm not losing this team.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Trevin Wallace, who enters this game with 69 tackles
We're all
this
right.
season. It's the Raiders and the...
The drive begins with Henry, and that's good for a gain of 5. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. So off our first snap, we already have a pause for injury. One of the linebackers out there in some discomfort and being checked on. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another run for Henry. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Running once more with Henry. Has the first and more past midfield. And finally stopped at the 34. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Trying down the middle with Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Play fake here, Daniels. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. On first and 10, it's Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We're good. We just need to
First
keep.
down, that brings up second and 5.
Alright. We'll keep running the ball.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line.
Alright, we're gonna keep.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3. Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I'll give it a run money.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Henry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Trying to run with Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They're working quickly here. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's in for the touchdown.
Oh, we got a touchdown.
The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front.
We're gonna keep running the ball. Is that right? I don't want to hurt my quarterback.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Okay, you're getting reckless.
Here's 2nd and 11. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some...
He has the touchdown! So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
A give to Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Going with King Henry here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Defense is there, and he's
I didn't even throw.
For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. On for the field goal now. Here's Rodrigo Blankenship. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out.
They're going to run the ball.
Running this with Henry. And have him gain about a handful there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They run it with King Henry. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. 3rd and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Daniels leading the hurry up. Here's a gift for Henry. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a run with Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Henry. And this one doesn't go far. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Daniels now. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down. They run. Here's Henry. And he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Turning to Henry on 3rd. It's a gain of just 2. They needed 5. It's going to be 4th and 3. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders in possession. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Daniels back to throw. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. Henry. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Oh, it's coming back. Oh.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. On second down, here's Henry again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Time to use the plum.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. This is Henry on second. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now, Daniels. It's caught left side by Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense working quickly. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another run for Henry. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders.
They thought I might move, but I stuck left.
Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he has this up across the 10-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage.
No.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Johnson up the middle. And he pushes it forward, but will only reach the 23. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Catch made by Austin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Jaguars have some new... Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 23. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Looking to throw. Into traffic, complete.
No, I had it. Oh, man.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Shakes himself free. A bit of desperation on this deep. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Johnson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. It's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime for a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points. And
You gotta go for 2. Screw that.
They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.
Oh, we had to be clutch down that situation. Take a hike.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
All right. We're back. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Please like, subscribe, and that's it. Follow me on all the social media.